Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be bringing you a recipe. This is one that I've kind of just messed with until I found a way that I like it, but it's definitely up to you how you might want to tweak it and make it yourself. So I am making peanut butter banana balls. They are no bake and they are healthy. I mean this to say that they aren't full of like flour and sugar in the traditional sense, so they're like not that bad for you, but they're also not like award-winning diet food either. They're like a sweet treat that isn't like the worst thing in the world for you. So what I have here is my bowl, and I have 2 bananas in here, and that's gonna, once I mash it up, make about a cup worth of mashed banana. And I'm going to do that. The thing for this recipe that I guess I just want to say is that it's not really completely about like measurements. It's more about like getting a consistency. So it's kind of like if you want more of one thing, more of one flavor, more peanut butter, more banana, or whatever, then you kind of just add that to kind of get the right texture of like dough. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I have a cup of peanut butter. So I'm going to add that to my mixture. Okay, and I'm really not like spending hardly any time doing that because I just want to get basically all my more liquidy substances in first. This now is a 1/3 cup of coconut oil, and this is probably the part that I guess, like, if I had to pick, is probably the least health beneficial. I mean, coconut oil is, I guess, maybe one of the better things for you of the oils, but oil is oil, it's fat, so, you know. I'm going to take a little bit of honey, and I'm not even going to measure it out. I'm just going to give a little drizzle of that in there. So I'm going to mix that all together. I'm not really looking for like super like one consistency, but I kind of just want to like get out the bigger chunks of like banana, and the coconut oil will kind of clump up, so you kind of want to like get out the bigger chunks of that. So the next thing I have is I'm going to start putting in my drier ingredients. So I have 2 cups of the quick cook oats. So these are ones that are kind of like small little pieces. You could use the regular oats as well. If I have done it that way, but if I do that, I usually tend to put this in the blender and mix it in a blender just to get a better like consistency, so that the oats aren't quite so like predominant. So the next thing I'm going to add is I have cocoa, and so these are going to be chocolate peanut butter. And this is the premium Dutch cocoa. So I have a tablespoon, and I'm going to do 1 tablespoon. I'm going to kind of sprinkle it in, and then I'm going to work that in, and then I'm going to do like another 1/2 tablespoon in a second. So I've got my cocoa worked in there. I did 1.5 tablespoons, and I was using a fork before, and I switched over to the spatula, and I kind of basically was like kneading it like you would like dough, but just with the spatula, until it kind of all got worked in. And the next thing I'm going to do here is add some chia seeds, and these are just supposed to be high in protein, so it's just like one more way to add a little health to it. So I'm going to do a tablespoon of chia seeds and sprinkle those in and work those in. Okay, my chia seeds are all in, looking good. And now I'm going to add some mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. Now this is the part where you can start saying, all right, is this really supposed to be a healthy recipe? And that's where I will say, I am no expert on health. just like good food. So I just, honestly, I didn't even measure. I just kind of dump in however many I want. That was probably, if I had to guess, about a half a cup of the mini chocolate chips, but I might end up putting in a little bit more. Alright, so all my chocolate chips are in, and all my ingredients are in actually. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll these into balls. So I'm going to just kind of grab a chunk of it. It doesn't need to be like huge, we don't want to make it too small. Kind of about the size that you would if you're rolling out cookies. So I'm just rolling them out. Here, I'll get a little closer for you guys. So getting, I don't know, is this like an 1.5 inch size ball? And then I'm going to put them in another separate bowl. And I'm just going to do this with all of them. And they're going to be kind of sticky at first, but I will give you the next instruction once I've got these all done. Alright guys, so I have rolled all of my banana peanut butter balls into their little ball form, but right now they're still like pretty mushy, and they're not super like stuck in their shape. So what I do, and this is, I stick them in the freezer right at first, mostly because I want to be able to eat them quicker. So I'll stick them in the freezer to let them chill, and then after that I will move them to the refrigerator to store them and to snack on them from there. You definitely want to keep these refrigerated because of the mashed banana, so you don't want to just like be leaving these out on your counter. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick these in the freezer and let them chill for a little while. Alright guys, so I just got this bowl out of the freezer, and they've been in the freezer maybe 10-15 minutes or so. And so now they're sticking to their form a lot better, and they're just going to be like chilled, and I don't know, I just like them when they're chilled a little bit better. So I'm going to try one for you because, you know, just you can live vicariously through me. I got lipstick on mine. I don't know if you can tell. Anyways, they're really good. They're pretty easy. So if you enjoyed this video of a recipe of peanut butter banana balls, then go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel. And if you try this recipe out, let me know how it goes for you. And I look forward to seeing you guys next week. See you later.